What's up, YouTube? Or welcome to Koala Gardens. I want you to come on into the property with me and enjoy some wriggling and jiggling time with this Joey that June's got. We get to see some absolutely gorgeous footage. June is sitting at the moment in a tallowood tree, which is a primary food tree for koalas. I'm just trying to get the camera set up just right on the tripod, and I just want you to look. You see Joey is inside the pouch. That's just this huge big bulge in front of her. That Joey is huge, and how it gets all the way back into the pouch is just a little bit beyond me at the moment. It's not going to be long before Joey cannot get fully inside the pouch again. Koala Gardens is a private property that has been dedicated as wildlife sanctuary. So I pour a lot of my personal time and money into preserving and regenerating koala habitat because I'm so passionate about the environment and these gorgeous animals. And I am so excited to give a huge welcome to Kari John, who has joined the Patreon team. There is exclusive merchandise that is arriving any day that will be going out to all of the wonderful patrons who are at the cafe and cake level and above. And you get exclusive videos, you get exclusive posts, you know so much more about what goes on here at Koala Gardens if you are able to support me through that Patreon team. Now let's have a really good look at what's happening here. June lifts her leg to have a scratch and we can see the pouch bulge and the pouch opening, but then that seems to have woken Joey up a little bit. And watch, you see, that's Joey's bum where the arrow's pointing, and now there you go. There's Joey's little face and an arm. Joey's having a good wriggle inside the pouch. The head came out, the head went back in, arm comes out, head comes out. Joey stretches up above Mum's knee, has a little bit of a look around. Mum stretches her leg a little bit, and then she's like, oh. Joey went all the way back in. You want to see that again, but in slow motion, so that we can just examine those movements a little bit. Look at that precious, precious face. Joeys are the most precious thing that there is because they are the hope of koalas as a species. Okay, now here we go. Joey comes up, climbing out of the pouch, grabbing Mum's leg, trying to get purchase. That face and that nose pattern, just absolutely divine. Oh, how lucky are we to be able to see this happening with wild koalas. And now Joey goes back into the pouch. Look at that. Oh, those pouches are so amazingly elastic. And I tell you, koala mums are the most patient and they are so strong. Look at that Joey wriggling again. Wriggling, jiggling. Mum's like, oh, can you just stop and let me have a nap, please? Now if we watch carefully, we'll see Joey is just having a little bit of a scratch. You can see that movement in underneath Mum's ankle there. So hard, isn't it, for mums to get naps at any time. It doesn't matter whether it's a human mum or any animal. It just seems to be the same. And now that's Joey's butt. So Joey is completely out of the pouch at the moment and sitting in Mum's lap. This Joey is really quite restless, and it happens so often that when Mum most needs to just have a quiet nap, thank you very much, that Joeys wake up, or children, puppies, kittens, whatever it is, wake up and just can't seem to get back to where they want. So June has got Joey wrapped up there in her lap so that she can at least snooze off a little bit, even though Joey's awake and Joey's not able to fall. I just love that little hand, just slowly giving a bit of a scratchy scratch. You can also see that mostly things are fairly still and calm, but every now and then a little bit of a breeze kind of gusts up and just gently blows them all about a little bit. And that just doesn't bother koalas at all. They are so used to just being in the treetops and blowing about with the breezes that they really take no notice. Just sometimes if the breeze gets a little bit of a go on it, they'll simply change position a bit and hold on even tighter. She's really got that Joey wrapped up there, hasn't she? You know, koalas are pretty loose jointed and they can do things in some of the most amazing positions. Can you notice that kind of rhythmic way Joey's hand is moving there now? Well, what's happening is Joey has managed to position itself and Mum has managed to position herself so that Joey has got the head inside the pouch and is drinking milk now. If you've watched any animal or a human child drinking milk from either from mum or even from a bottle, that rhythmic hand movement is something that quite often happens. With a little puppy or kitten, they will often be kind of pawing at mum's belly with their hands, and it's all designed to help stimulate mum. But of course, Joey's hand is like outside. Oh, Joey's hand just went and managed to slip on inside. And looks like that feed's over for the moment, and Joey stretches up and mum's like, oh, surely now that you've had a drink we can just go to sleep, hey? Because we know that koalas spend a lot of their day sleeping, so mum is having to use a lot of energy both to digest food and make milk to feed milk to Joey. Amazing, amazing creatures. All of my content that I release on YouTube is totally free. It is for your viewing pleasure. And a lot of people can't afford to support me, and that is absolutely fine. At any time, you can use the Super Thanks button below and just drop even as little as $2 to help me out. But do you know that liking, sharing and commenting is just as important? And I want to acknowledge the Widjable Waiable people of the Bundjalung Nation on whose land Koala Gardens sits. Okay, let's see what else we can watch. Now, I actually had this camera out on June and Joey for a couple of hours, and we're getting to see some of the highlights. Here we go. Look at that Joey. Joey's woken up because suddenly mum's on the move. Hang on, Joey, we're going up. Shall we watch that again in slow motion so that we can see as much of the moments of this gorgeous Joey as absolutely possible? She's woken up. Joey will have felt mum's muscles tensing, and Joey holds on. See how quickly Joey has learned that if mum starts moving, you just hold on for everything you've got. Oh, that face and those little ears, those bright eyes. We've got an absolute stunner of a young koala growing up here. And Joey holds on. Joey looks like it's a really good size and shaping up very healthily. And up Mum goes. Mum spent, I can't remember now how much I had to cut out of this footage. She spent a little while up in the tree, and then down she came again. Now what I find really interesting is, you see that? Joey's no longer holding on to mum's tummy. Joey is back in the pouch. How huge does that pouch look with Joey in? Let's just look at that again in slow motion. The koala pouch is incredibly elastic, and yet mum has that sphincter that she can use to hold it closed. But the way a Joey of that size can go inside and disappear completely and then be held in there and can then just come slipping out of it so quickly when it chooses to, it's something that always completely fascinates me and makes koalas and all of the marsupials just the most amazing of mammals. Okay, mum gives her head a bit of a shake. She's wedged herself in. Look at how she's used a fork to wedge her back into while holding on to the main part of the tree there. And she says, yep, that spot that I was in before is actually a comfy spot where I would like to spend some time. And she has a bit of a look around. as a scratch. Again, you can see that that's Joey completely inside the pouch now. And she gets curled up, ready for a good proper nap. And this time, Joey has gone off to sleep. September is Save the Koala Month, and if you follow me on social media such as Facebook and Instagram, you'll have been seeing some fantastic koala facts that I've been releasing one every day. At the end of the month, I'll be turning them into a video again. But while you're watching what's happening here, I wonder if you can ponder and think about any of the facts that I've released so far and how many of them you're seeing in action here as we watch June hanging out, snoozing in the tree with that Joey snuggled into her pouch. How much do we love koalas? Oh, the mostest of all. So as June and that Joey settle in for a really good full sleep, I can tell you that you've made it to the end of yet another Koala Gardens video. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I would love it if you could stop and write into the comments below, koala pouches are awesome. Keep on watching. It is going to be so fantastic watching this Joey and Ellie's Joey and other Joeys on the property grow and develop over the next coming months. Anytime you're looking for a gift for someone, please think about popping over to my Redbubble store and seeing if there might be something there that would suit, because do you know what? There is so many different types of merchandise there and so many different designs that I've created for them. I can guarantee there is something for everyone.